The story of Grand Theft Auto begins not in the mean streets of Liberty City, but in the unassuming city of Dundee, Scotland. This small city, known more for its historic jute industry and scenic waterfront, would become the unlikely birthplace of one of the most influential video game franchises in history. It was here, in 1997, that a small studio named DMA Design unleashed a game unlike any other. The studio, nestled in the heart of Dundee, was a hub of creativity and innovation, where a group of passionate developers worked tirelessly to bring their vision to life. Grand Theft Auto, a top-down crime simulator, allowed players to wreak havoc in a virtual world with little consequence. The game offered a level of freedom and interactivity that was unprecedented at the time, allowing players to explore a sprawling urban environment filled with opportunities for mayhem. The game's innovative gameplay, coupled with its irreverent humor and controversial themes, quickly garnered attention. Players were drawn to the game's darkly comedic take on crime, and its satirical portrayal of American culture, which set it apart from other games of the era. DMA Design, founded in 1987 by David Jones, had already made a name for itself with popular titles like Lemmings and Body Harvest. These games showcased the studio's knack for creating engaging and original gameplay experiences, but it was clear that Grand Theft Auto was something special. However, it was Grand Theft Auto that would propel the studio to new heights. The game's success was a testament to the team's hard work and dedication, and it marked the beginning of a new era for DMA Design. The game's success was due in no small part to its unique blend of action, driving, and open-world exploration. Players could navigate the city streets, steal cars, and engage in a variety of criminal activities, all while evading the ever-present threat of law enforcement. Players could steal cars, outrun the police, and engage in a variety of criminal activities. This freedom of choice, combined with the game's satirical take on American culture, proved to be a winning formula. The game's open-world design allowed players to approach missions in multiple ways, adding to its replayability and appeal. This freedom of choice, combined with the game's satirical take on American culture, proved to be a winning formula. The game's irreverent humor and biting social commentary resonated with players, making it a standout title in a crowded market. Despite its critical acclaim and commercial success, Grand Theft Auto's development was not without its challenges. The team faced numerous obstacles, from technical limitations to skepticism from publishers, but their perseverance paid off in the end. The game's original concept, titled Race and Chase, was initially met with skepticism from publishers. The idea of a game that glorified criminal activity was controversial, and many were hesitant to back such a risky project. Many were hesitant to back a game that glorified criminal activity. The team at DMA Design had to work hard to convince potential investors of the game's potential, and it was only through their persistence that the project moved forward. It was only after BMG Interactive, a British record label with a burgeoning video game division, took a chance on DMA Design that Grand Theft Auto saw the light of day. BMG's support was crucial in bringing the game to market, and their faith in the project was ultimately rewarded. The game's release in 1997 marked the beginning of a phenomenon. Grand Theft Auto quickly became a cultural touchstone, capturing the imaginations of players around the world and setting the stage for the franchise's future success. Grand Theft Auto's impact on the gaming industry was immediate and profound. The game's innovative design and bold themes challenged the conventions of the medium, paving the way for a new generation of open-world games. Its open-world design and sandbox gameplay would go on to inspire countless other titles. Games like Saints Row, Watch Dogs, and Red Dead Redemption all owe a debt to Grand Theft Auto's pioneering approach to game design. Little did anyone know at the time that this was just the beginning of a franchise that would go on to sell hundreds of millions of copies and redefine the very nature of video game storytelling. The success of the original game laid the foundation for a series that would continue to push the boundaries of interactive entertainment. The stage was set for DMA Design and their groundbreaking creation to take the world by storm. As the franchise grew and evolved, it would leave an indelible mark on the gaming industry, influencing countless developers and captivating millions of players worldwide. The legacy of Grand Theft Auto is a testament to the power of innovation and the enduring appeal of a well-crafted game. Grand Theft Auto's success did not go unnoticed. The game quickly became a cultural phenomenon, capturing the imaginations of gamers around the world with its open-world design and freedom of choice. It wasn't just a game, it was a new way to experience interactive entertainment. BMG Interactive, eager to capitalize on the game's popularity, sought to expand the franchise. They recognized the potential for Grand Theft Auto to become a long-lasting series that could evolve with the gaming industry. The vision was clear, to create a brand that would stand the test of time and continually push the boundaries of what video games could achieve. In 1998, they formed Rockstar Games, a new subsidiary dedicated to the development and publishing of edgy, groundbreaking titles. This new entity was not just about making games, it was about creating experiences that would challenge societal norms and provoke thought. Rockstar Games was born out of a desire to innovate and disrupt the status quo in the gaming world. Rockstar, headquartered in New York City, would become synonymous with pushing the boundaries of video game content and storytelling. The city that never sleeps was the perfect backdrop for a company that thrived on creativity and controversy. From their New York base, Rockstar would go on to influence the global gaming landscape in ways that were previously unimaginable. Leading the charge at Rockstar was Sam Houser, a British-born executive who shared DMA Design's vision for Grand Theft Auto. Houser was not just a businessman, he was a visionary who understood the cultural impact that video games could have. His leadership was instrumental in steering Rockstar towards its future successes. Houser, along with his brother Dan, played a pivotal role in shaping the franchise's future. The Houser brothers brought a unique blend of creativity and business acumen to the table, ensuring that Rockstar's games were not only commercially successful, but also critically acclaimed. Their partnership was the driving force behind many of Rockstar's most iconic titles. They understood the importance of creating immersive living worlds that players could get lost in. This philosophy became the cornerstone of Rockstar's game design, influencing every aspect of their development process. The goal was to create worlds that felt alive, where players could explore, interact, and experience stories in ways that were previously impossible. Under Rockstar's guidance, DMA Design was rebranded as Rockstar North. This rebranding was more than just a name change, it signified a new era for the studio. With Rockstar's resources and vision, Rockstar North was poised to take the Grand Theft Auto series to new heights. The studio remained in Dundee, but its focus shifted entirely to the Grand Theft Auto series. This singular focus allowed the team to pour all their creativity and energy into making the best game possible. The result was a series of titles that continually pushed the envelope in terms of gameplay, storytelling, and technical achievement. Work soon began on a sequel that would build upon the foundation laid by the original game. The team was determined to improve every aspect of the game, from its graphics and mechanics to its narrative depth. They wanted to create a sequel that would not only meet but exceed the expectations of their growing fan base. Rockstar also began acquiring other studios, expanding its reach and influence within the industry. These acquisitions were strategic, aimed at bringing in new talent and expertise that would help Rockstar continue to innovate. Each new studio brought something unique to the table, contributing to Rockstar's ever-growing portfolio of groundbreaking games. The late 1990s and early 2000s saw the release of several successful Grand Theft Auto titles, including Grand Theft Auto London 1969 and Grand Theft Auto 2. These games were critical in establishing the franchise's reputation for quality and innovation. They introduced new gameplay mechanics and storytelling techniques that would become hallmarks of the series. These games further refined the series' formula, introducing new features and expanding upon the open-world gameplay that had become synonymous with the franchise. The ability to explore vast, detailed environments gave players a sense of freedom and immersion that was unparalleled at the time. Each new installment added layers of complexity and depth, making the Grand Theft Auto series a benchmark for open-world games. However, it was the next installment in the series that would truly revolutionize the gaming landscape. This game would not only set new standards for what video games could achieve, but also cement Rockstar's place as one of the most influential developers in the industry. The anticipation was palpable, and the release would go on to change the face of gaming forever. In 2001, Rockstar Games released Grand Theft Auto 3 for the PlayStation 2. This release marked a significant turning point in the gaming industry. The game was a revelation, Gone were the top-down perspectives of its predecessors, replaced by a fully realized three-dimensional world that was unprecedented in its scale and ambition. Liberty City, the game's setting, was a sprawling urban environment teeming with life and activity. Players were no longer confined to a bird's-eye view. They could now explore the sprawling metropolis of Liberty City on foot, or behind the wheel of a stolen vehicle, experiencing the city from a ground-level perspective, all rendered in stunning detail. The level of detail in the game's graphics was groundbreaking for its time, with realistic textures and dynamic lighting that brought the city to life. Grand Theft Auto 3 wasn't just a graphical leap forward, it was a paradigm shift in open-world game design. The game's open-world structure allowed players to roam freely, choosing their own path and creating their own stories within the game's framework. The game's story, a gritty tale of betrayal and revenge, unfolded organically as players explored the city, took on missions, and interacted with its colorful cast of characters. Each mission added depth to the narrative, making players feel like they were part of a living, breathing world, and interacted with its colorful cast of characters. These characters, each with their own unique personalities and backstories, added richness to the game's world. The freedom afforded to players was unlike anything seen before in a video game. Players could choose to follow the main storyline, engage in side missions, or simply explore the city at their own pace. The critical and commercial response to Grand Theft Auto 3 was nothing short of phenomenal. Critics praised the game for its innovative gameplay, engaging story, and the sheer freedom it offered to players. The game became an instant cultural phenomenon, capturing the imaginations of gamers around the world, selling millions of copies worldwide. Its success was a testament to the game's quality and the hard work of its developers, and garnering widespread acclaim for its innovative gameplay, cinematic storytelling, and controversial themes. The game's mature content and themes sparked debates and discussions, further cementing its place in popular culture. It was a watershed moment for Rockstar Games, cementing their status as one of the industry's most important and influential studios. The success of Grand Theft Auto 3 propelled Rockstar Games into the spotlight, making them a household name in the gaming community. Grand Theft Auto 3's impact on the gaming industry cannot be overstated. It set a new standard for what open-world games could be, inspiring countless other developers to follow in its footsteps. Its influence can still be felt today in countless other titles that have adopted its open-world formula and cinematic storytelling techniques. Games like The Elder Scrolls, Assassin's Creed, and Red Dead Redemption owe a debt to Grand Theft Auto 3's pioneering design. The game's success paved the way for a new era of video game development, one where player freedom and immersive environments were paramount. Developers began to prioritize creating expansive, interactive worlds that players could lose themselves in, one where player freedom and immersive environments were paramount. This shift in focus has led to some of the most beloved and critically acclaimed games of the past 2 decades, all tracing their lineage back to the groundbreaking innovations of Grand Theft Auto 3.